Hello GBAtemp, this is Bortz with another review for you. However, today things are a little bit different. This is more of a feature update list more than a review for you for Retro City Rampage DX. The original game was actually reviewed here on GBAtemp by our very own Hadrian a few years back when it came out. This game was a Kickstarter and it funded all the way, and the developers have taken the money that they made by selling the original version and they put more money back into the game, creating an updated version for 2014 released on just about every console there is, except for the Wii U, just yet. I'm not sure why. However, I'm also not surprised. So, there's a lot of cool things. If you've played this game already, there's still a lot you can come back for and play the game again. It's probably been about 2 years since you played it anyway, so I would suggest giving this game a try if you haven't before. First of all, if you have not played the game before, it's a top-down GTA style game. It plays like a Super Nintendo or Sega game, but with all the flavor of GTA. It's great. It's fantastic. There are so many weapons, so many vehicles to steal, missions to do. The storyline is fun and engaging. You kind of work for a guy that's supposed to be Doc Brown from Back to the Future. The game references almost every retro game ever invented. Mario, Sonic, even Metal Gear Solid, the new, the new Batman movie, The Dark Knight or whatever, is referenced in the very first mission that you do. So, if you haven't played this game, it's fantastic. You're doing yourself a disservice if you have not played this game yet. So, lots of things to look for in the new DX version. First of all, there are a ton of new visual options. If you go down here to visual and audio, you can, oh man, there's so much. You can actually zoom in and out now. You can zoom all the way out, which is kind of useful for the driving section. Oh, I zoomed all the way in. This is more fun if you're just running around on foot and you need that precision to jump on someone. But if you go and you make it, you want 1x, zoom out, there we go. This is actually better for driving around in my opinion, because you can see a long ways ahead of you, especially if you've got a faster car. You can see a lot farther ahead of you. And this is also in part due to the dynamic camera, especially when you're doing missions that require you to drive in specific places around the city. The driving portions are kind of tough on the Vita, in my opinion, and that might just be me, but I had trouble seeing where the turns were and where they're coming, and I lost a lot of driving missions because I was not able to follow the turns on the Vita. But you can zoom out, and I guess if I known that option on the Vita, you could make things a lot easier on yourself. All 60 of the missions have been reworked or retouched and changed a little bit. Maybe nothing on the surface, but at least under the hood. All the arcade challenges, there's over 40 arcade challenges now, and I think there's quite a few weapons to pick up in the game. They've all been reworked and they feel better now, or just tweaked a little bit maybe. You can now buy weapons from supply trucks, and I actually don't see one on my map right now, but they're little green trucks that you can go and, true to GTA style, if you die you lose all your weapons. So these trucks are incredibly handy because now you can resupply for cash, which you can see you get by just running people over. Instead of just having to run around and hunt down weapons, you can actually go and buy specifically what you think you need for a mission. The new HUD is fantastic. Up there on the upper left-hand corner, you can see my new map or HUD up there with the police bar and my map. The map got a major overhaul. If you look, you can actually open the map in a big GPS looking thing, and you can change the display of locations of all these different things that appear around the city. If you look, as I click, different things will show up and disappear. And now you can actually set your own waypoints. So say you see something you need. So I actually need a weapon, so let's drop a waypoint on this gun right here. This is where you can buy weapons from. Oh, actually, you know what? There's one way closer to me, actually. So we just head down here. Oh, I can buy them right here. But you can drop your own waypoints, and as you can see... Oh, and whoops. I missed my pin completely. As you can see, you can follow where that pin is on the map. So lots of cool stuff that you can do with the map now, and waypoints are a big deal if you are just running around in free roaming mode and you need to kind of set your own objectives or whatever. There's a new jukebox with 147 tunes for you to choose and listen to. There are remastered borders that you can set around the edges of the screen. You can make it look like an arcade cabinet, like a TV, and basically anything, even a Game Boy. I just keep it on the widescreen too because I think that looks the coolest. You can change the TV mode, which is staggering how many different options there are for all of these. I can't believe the amount of attention to detail they did with all of this stuff. There's a new Vita interface. You can switch between the original Retro City Rampage and the DX version. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can do that. I mean, the new features are great. Once I played the version with the new features, I don't know why I didn't want to go back to the other one, but I am the ice cream man now. Where's your god now, policeman? So there are leaderboards for both of the versions of the game, the Retro City Rampage and Retro City Rampage DX, that you can upload your high scores to and compete against. There are easier trophies now for the Sony systems. I'm not sure why, but they made the trophies easier. I guess they thought the original ones were too hard, and I just say, man up. I don't know. No reason for that. And the other thing that they added is that you can now cross-save between any of the Sony consoles. You can save between the PS4, the PS3, and the Vita. All you have to do is save game to cloud, and then pick up on the console that you want to continue with, and load game from cloud. It's pretty convenient, especially if you're playing, then you gotta go somewhere, you just grab your Vita and go. So that's about all of the major system updates for Retro City Rampage DX. If you have not picked this game up, I heavily suggest going out and getting it. If you already have it, get it again anyway. I don't care. The game is fantastic, it's worth playing. It's tons of fun, and these new upgrades, it's great to see a developer taking the money that he earns, she, and putting it right back into the game and making it even better. I think that's great, and I would love to support a developer that does this kind of work. So, buy the game. Retro City Rampage DX is great. Thanks. See y'all later.